Gokigenyo. Gokigenyo, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wait, you probably can't hear the game audio, right? Oh. Is it better this way? Probably bring it even more higher. I hope it's okay. If it's not, please let me know. And yeah, let's greet everyone. Hello Pygmy, hello Nyaruko, Gokigenyo, Gokigenyo, hello Gildrian, hello Wrestling Shows, hello Aeroflow, hello ZR, hello Shinki, hello Joker, hello Fran. Gokigenyo everyone, thank you for joining me tonight. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. You should have written it in all kanji, you know, like how Bosazoku do this. Hello Ojo, oh, hello Komachi, hello, hello Gokigenyo. Hope your day was fine. Mine was very sleepy, I was barely able to stay awake. But still, despite that, I managed to make it alive tonight's stream without cancelling it. So I'm extremely proud of myself. Who else is going to praise me? If not myself. But yeah, I also did some off-stream grinding, just as I promised on the last stream. But Jaffa, hello Karin, Gokigenyo! Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you succeed in your mob drawing endeavors today. Thank you, Rogetsu. Thank you, Gokigenyo. I also hope so, and I hope that I will get to fight Loki tonight, because we haven't seen the second floor of this dungeon so far, so I'm guessing there's only 2 of them, hopefully. And if not, then I'm going to be terribly ashamed of myself for naming the stream this way, I believe. Thank you! Yeah, as you can see, I did some magnetite farming, so I have almost 7,000 now. I believe it will hit 7,000 once I reach Valhalla Path back. And I also tried fusing some demons. You can see them here. Hello Newmo, Gokigenyo. Yes, this is the stream of the famous first Megaton game, Digital Devil Story Megami Tensei, that does not feature Dante from Devil May Cry series. It is exactly this game. So yeah, let's see who I managed to fuse. There's Chimera, who has some insanely good stats in my opinion, and also I believe high HP as well. What's so digital about the devils? I mean, they reside in your PC and you summon them from there. Technically, the novel describes it as them living in I do not remember the names of the 4 Kabbalistic worlds, but in the highest one of them, the highest realm belongs to the demons. But yeah, the PC allows us, lowly humans, to contact the demons and summon them into our world. Yeah, there's also Pazuzu, who I believe plays an important role throughout, I guess, some of the later installments, because I've definitely seen the name before, but I'm not aware on his role in the plot much. Good to turn in once more, yay! Good to stream the game once more. I've been enjoying it quite a lot. Wouldn't be an allegory alluding to the evils of Industrial Revolution? I mean... it probably could, but I guess it's not that deep. And the author's name is Nishitanya, not Kaczynski, and she was probably just being super chuny when she was writing all that stuff. At least it does seem to me this way. And yeah, I also love Pazuzu's design. It's cute. A gen-like blob. Nakajima pirates free demons from the internet. Yeah, exactly, and they end up being ransomware, some of them. Namely Loki. So here we also have Seaback. I have seen him as a possible fusion result for a while now, but I've only been able to fuse him now that I reached 31st or so level. Yay! We will be unlocking more demons in the future, so I'm looking forward to it. And is that all? I believe there were more of them, but yeah, well, Baku, all of us know who Baku is. He had greatly assisted us during the Minotaur boss fight, but sadly he's not much of use anymore. I also probably should summon Cerberus back so that I could carry him around the dungeon once we get there. Hello, Seryo! Gakigeya! Gakigeya! I do not think it will take me much to find one here, but it's somewhat dumb of me to not negotiate with it right away when I was taking the screenshot for tonight's thumbnail. I guess I just wanted to sleep way too much. Yeah, I took a 1 hour nap before the stream. I'm not sure if it made me feel better. If anything, I'm probably even more drowsy. And you can probably hear it from my voice as well. Or perhaps you can, because this is how I normally sound all the time. Hello, Sango! Hello, hello, Gakigeya! Beer F, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Some more dryads. Okay, I must have gotten extremely stupid. At the point where I've gotten in the last encounter with Cerberus. Hello, Kendrick. Hello, hello. Gakigeya, Gakigeya. Joe isn't too sleepy, we're just too energetic. Perhaps you are. Although, well, you can hardly be described as energetic yourself. In a good way. But yeah, perhaps this is true. Yes. Something tells me you're not too far away from the Cerberus. Just noticed that the AA glitch isn't there today. It's not because it did reset with I believe when I've entered to the heresy mansion. Or perhaps some other location that makes me change the whole screen. But I can't deny the possibility of it appearing tonight as well. Or maybe some other glitches. There's plenty of them in this game. And hydrate, thank you New Mao for the redeem. I shall take a sip of water now. Thank you. How far are you in this game? Well, right now I'm stuck trying to find my favorite demon in the first dungeon ever. But like overall, we have reached and completed even a good chunk of the third dungeon in the game out of I believe either 6 or 5. And if everything goes well, I would even like to perhaps fight its boss tonight and fight my way to the next one. I don't know why I'm so sad on getting Cerberus. Because practically speaking, it's about time we'd ditched him for good. Since I believe starting from the next dungeon he will no longer be able to match up the power level of the demons there. But right now at least it provides a good job at protecting me from the demons and the Valhalla path. And I guess I just grew too attached to him. I swear it's not because of how cheap he is to drag along. There is clearly some sentimental value to it as well. And he also is canonically Nakojima's friend, as it turns out from reading the novel, since he does appear in canon and he accompanies him. Oh, there you are. Let's talk to you. Yes, you can have all the magnetite. Oh, you're so cheap. And so easy. But well, this is what I enjoy about you. I'm not going to hide it. Hi Biggles! Goki-yo! It's always beneficial to have one cute demon in the party for emotional support. He's my emotional support dog. If only we could level him up. Well, we will probably be able to in the later games, but Nakajima won't be a protector anymore. So like there won't be this additional sentimental value to it. Doru. Yeah, this is his name. He also has a brother or just a colleague named Garo. Doru and Garo. And then there's also one nameless guardian in the eastern side of Bien Town. Yeah, when I was reading your comments before, a lot of people seem to have dragged Cerberus for too long in their playthroughs as well. But back when I was reading it, I was like, yeah, okay, he's nice, but I do not think I'd be carrying him around much because there's a lot more demons I'd like to explore, try fusing, and try carrying along with me. But now I just straight up can't let go of him. It feels so weird. Where did I stop anyway? Also, turn heater on. Perhaps at least part of my drowsiness can be explained by how cold my whole room is throughout the day. Radiate. Are you LARPing is the flavor text from the telephone game? Which direction am I facing at the moment? west. Oh, and I'm standing here. So this means I have to go... Well, I presume we can try reaching... Oh, let me show you on the map. You could try going here, for example, or you could try exploring this room instead on the first floor. But technically speaking, this one is closer to us, so let's try going here first. Wait, I have to consult with the map since I'm not too sure of the exact direction I'd have to advance in. Okay. Oh, okay. I immediately thought I made a mistake. Turns out the past Juno did fine when she was making this map. Oh, well, of course, there's nothing here. Then this only leaves me with one option, and here, let's close it off with a wall. So that I would no longer have to be bothered with this place. Oh wait, I'm not bringing anyone along with me. I got extremely lucky, it seems. Not getting into any other encounters so far. Let's change order. I was advised previously to put Nakojima in the front row. What's a better game, Telefang or Megaten? How can I even compare them? Those are too different. I'm enjoying both of them very much. Yeah, there we go again. I got too distracted with my thoughts and now I am stuck mindlessly pressing all of the keys except for the ones I need. I think dangers are tougher beasts than devils here. I wouldn't like to make them fight each other. And I don't really think I agree with you either. Am I even walking in the right direction? Yeah. Something tells me I am. Danger are like, yeah, sure, they like fighting, but they are friendly, just competitive. And demons, at least some of them, can be straight up malicious. It's full of the intention to harm others. For no particular reason. Well, I wouldn't say we're doing fine with this setup. But I have farmed enough jewels so far at least. But yeah, in both the first and the second dungeons, we received a certain kind of a warning when we were getting closer to the boss room. So I think for the sake of saving my hard-earned magnetite, I will be going with just Cerberus for now. And if I end up coming close to Loki's lair, I will add some other demons to the party. This is how I'm going to do this tonight. But yeah, I shouldn't get too ahead of myself. We're still not quite done with the dungeon itself, and there are no signs of Loki being anywhere nearby. He's quite a pest in the novel though. I'm sorry for not being able to shut up about it. It's been a pretty hard read, despite not being long. I think it's because of how it is translated. And like the text is really bare bones. You'd expected it to be quite easy to read, to be quite easy to read. But yeah, this is not the case because it is hard to keep myself interested for longer than one page, and because I'm reading the translation, I can't exactly say if this is the fault of the original text or of how it was translated. But yeah, it does feature quite a lot of gruesome elements. I mean, there are some pretty gory scenes in this novel, which like have Miss Nishitani depict in much detail how Loki kills some of the characters. And he also has sex with some of the heroines as well, namely Yumiko and one other lady. Oh well, yeah, it's quite an edgy read. But something does indeed feel very fascinating about it. Because of how different it is to most of the otaku fiction nowadays. Strictly speaking, Megaton was never posed as otaku fiction, I suppose. But at the same time, I think it was still primarily targeted at nerds because of all of the demons residing in your PC theme. I also like how it depicts Nakajima as some sort of an edgy genius at first, but then you basically see him lose everything because of how overconfident he was. And I believe it will even become like stronger later on. Because he will be... sorry. I need to draw this door nicely. It keeps distracting me from talking. Yeah, he will be plagued with a sense of guilt throughout the rest of the story. Greek tragedy? I mean, so far it is more of a Japanese tragedy because it straight up retells us the story of Izanagi and Izanami. Okay, so 5 doors here. But yeah, I also used it as a chance to revisit some of the scenes in Kojiki, namely the ones that were described in the novel as well. And I learned that the Japanese goddess of... Or does it continue? It's much longer than I'd expected it to be. Oh. Okay, let's finish with this part for now. Yeah, this is how I remembered that the Japanese goddess of water was born from Izanami's... Well, Izanami's urine. And the gods of like clay, pottery and such, they were born from her feces. Because like when she was on the verge of dying because of giving birth to the flame god Inukagutsuchi, whose name was given to the super powerful sword in this game. She didn't die right away, she first got extremely sick. And like while she was sick, she continued to throw up and shit herself. And all of those unsightly actions, they also gave birth to some of the Japanese gods, which are still being revered to this day. It's funny how those topics are not typically tabooed in Japanese culture. And even Kojiki itself, it has plenty of poo-related stories. Later on. Hello Cerebro, hello Gokigenyo, and Ray-san, Gokigenyo. I'm a big Japan fan. Fuji Mountain, Sumo, Bullet Train, Soba. Oh yeah, that's a nice list indeed. I don't know, as good as trains are, the bullet ones, I usually have the experience of trying to fit there with my oversized luggage, so yeah, not the best memories from any of my trips. What's your favorite Japanese myth or mythological being? I would have to give it some thought. I was never thinking about it much, so I do not even know how to answer this. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm going to off myself as a poser because of this, not being able to answer such a simple question. Well, I genuinely like a lot of stuff described in the early parts of Kojiki, I guess. Like from the creation of the world to the whole Izanami and Izanagi deal, and to the story of Susanoo upsetting Amaterasu and turning her into a shut-in. Love your cats. It's a big question, that's okay. Oh, thank you. As for mythological beings, if you're looking at them from the like modification point of view, then I guess icons are a good choice in general. But with a half-assed answer like this, I feel like I'm not giving it enough thought. I would definitely have to delve further into this topic and spend some time with it. Hey, a treasure chest. Since most of them appear to... Oh no, it's not a treasure chest, okay. But yeah, most of them seem to reappear as time goes on. So I wonder if it's a good idea to mark them on the map as well. I remember there should be one here. Do not remember about the ones here. I believe there should be one on the first floor of the BN town, but big no Kojima. Yeah, I do not remember where exactly. Still, I could at least mark this one. Hello, Crumpy Dude. Hello, yo. How's y'all doing? Fine. Well, me at least. But I hope others are doing fine as well. Do you guys have any favorite mythological creatures or myths in general when it comes to Japanese mythology? Honestly, I'm so utterly ashamed of myself. How come I'm not able to answer this question? Mama. Can I summon you? Not summon, but... yeah, recruit. Jewel? There you go. You're too easy. I like Gashadokura personally. Yeah, Gashadokuras are so cool. I really love... well, you know the famous gravure with one. You probably do. But yeah, okay, Gashadokura is a base choice. I do not understand how I didn't come with up. come up with it myself. Oh, there's more of them. not the auto mod. I like the story of Shot and Doji. Nice. Don't have any favorites? That's okay, there's plenty of them. So it's pretty normal to not have any favorites, I'd say. Love the concept that story of Amanazako. She actually gets a somewhat big role in a later Megaton game. Oh, Amanazako is cool. I mean, yeah, the whole concept behind her. And now that I think about it, she also was born from divine excretions. Yeah, this is a deal with a lot of gods in Japanese mythology. It's just big skeleton, but that's so cool to me, honestly. Yeah, we were discussing previously how skeletons are mostly treated as a as a comedic relief characters nowadays because of all of the memes and how they are presented in modern culture. but making one extra huge as Gashadokuro is, it brings the horror element back to the idea of skeletons. Like the Gashadokuro girl in Xbox says, yes, Karuta-chan, she's so cute! And the gap between her being so meek and docile and tiny in her, in like daily life, in her human form. And her skeleton form. It's so cool. This is the real gap, Moya. Eh? Oh, wait. No, north and east, huh? Might not be getting how it works. Oh, okay. It's fine. I like that Tanuki flies around with his nutsack. Yeah, Tanuki are quite funny in this way. But yeah, there's not a bad pick, honestly. Japanese mythologists have a lot of cool stuff, same with most mythologists, honestly. Yeah, that's fair. I hope to get acquainted with a lot of more obscure mythological creatures while playing Mega 10. Really should look up more Hindu gods, since they seem to play a huge role here as well. Hello Bex, Kokigenyo! Welcome! I wonder which room it was. And also, it was not treasure chest. Hindu gods or myths are pretty big time in SMT. Exactly. But yeah, to my embarrassment, I do not know much about them. Besides, like, maybe some of the names and some surface level concepts. So I will be definitely checking more of those as I make my way through the series. Was this room empty? This is what you get for not paying attention. Yeah, okay, this is why it had 2 doors here in total. Shrek? I mean, these guys do look like Shrek, but I believe we've reached the mutual agreement with the chat that he's supposed to be Yoda rather than Shrek. But I guess he could be both. I mean, yeah, now that I look at him, he kind of does look like baby Shrek. The mythological beings as recruitable demons is one of the main reasons why I love Megaton so much. It's a good series for a mythology nerd. Right. And for those who would maybe like to get familiarized with more mythologies as well. Empty. Are you familiar with the RS necklace? No, I'm not. Later on, a fair bit of Celtic mythology shows up though. Not one I know much about either, aside from, well, some names. Mostly introduced to me through the Fate series. Who would have thought? Who would have thought indeed? I might want to heal Cerberus up. Poor boy is not doing well anymore. There's also some modern mythological stuff in the newer games, which is like urban legends and stuff. Well, I guess you'd see people grow tired of recycling the same mythological guys over and over at some point. Good evening, Anjo. Oh, good evening, Augment. Goki yo. The fan favorite Mothman is rather modern. Eh? There's a moth demon? Wait, I need to look it up. Is a huge Mothra fan? Mothman. Shino Megami Tensei. What a cute creature! The wonderful tiny guy! There's a figure of him! He's so cute! He's so fluffy! What? Which installment does he appear in? Wait, give me a second. No, only starting from Nocturne. I still have a long way to go before I reach him. I was gonna say it is a lot of people's introduction to stuff like Koholin and Skata, and as well as Arthurian legends too. Well, I'm pretty sure, at least Arthurian legends, they are somewhat globally represented in media. So you'd expect people to know slightly more about those by the time they get into Fate franchise, but this definitely is true with most of the Celtic/Irish stuff. Urban legends are kinda like modern mythology when you think about it, so they don't feel out of place. I mean, yeah, this is completely true. But I wouldn't be surprised if there were some die-hard Megaten, OG Megaten fans who are heavily opposed to having the idea of having modern monsters from urban legends in the game. You love him in the later games? I hope so. I mean, I do not doubt anymore. I most likely will. Looking at his cute appearance. Yeah, let's give everyone a joel. They introduced Idun? It's the... okay. It's the northern mythology goddess in SMT5, and that's one of the few good parts of the game. Seems like the reception of the 5th chapter was not really good overall. It seems. But I don't know how to pronounce your name either. It's probably Idun. Shows up earlier or later in some of those games though. His level bracket isn't always consistent, same with a lot of demons. Well, the demons are finicky creatures, so It's only natural for them to not have set values. My YouTube recommended me this, and man, I didn't expect anyone to play this game. Anyway, good luck, thank you! And hello, Mandok, hello, Gakinya. Always is really funny to see the algorithm of YouTube working fine for once. A lot of people were also asked to read the Arthur stuff as a school assignment. Yeah, this is true as well. I wasn't, by the way. But perhaps in Western Europe and in maybe in somewhere in the US as well. More people have such experience with Arthurian legends. Let's auto you as well. And I'd have to heal Cerberus up. Arthur was actually a cute girl who liked it in a lot, right? No, this was Altria. So here it is, it connects us to the underground floor again. Eh? Wait, how does it work? Where am I looking at? No, I shouldn't have walked around this much. Okay. I most likely came from here, which means I'm standing at this tile now. And looking there. So to the north there should be a... No, wait, it doesn't really make any sense. If anything, it should be a... Okay. This was a one-directional door. Excalibur is definitely the furthest reaching part of Arthurian legend. Everyone knows that sword since it's been in so many things. Yeah, a lot of people would at least be able to make an immediate connection to Excalibur. Imagine someone having Soul Eater as their first introduction to this legend. I would pity such a person. You meant to say such a fool? Such a moron? But honestly, same. That's a bunch of your friends? Solitaire was cool, honestly. Did you guys have favorite character there? I mean, the whole cast there is so, like, diverse and really charming. A lot of girls I knew, they were Yume Joshi for Kid, obviously. Either for Kid or for Stein Tensei. But my heart always belonged to Krona, the severely autistic girl with a screeching sword. And rather ambiguous gender identity. I liked Frankenstein. Ah, for some reason I'm not surprised. I really loved his girlfriend, wife. Maria Mjolnir. What a name, what a name. Krona, my meow meow. Yeah, Krona was really cute. That the kid was the coolest. I really loved the twins who were accompanying him as well. I think I even used to like take part in text roleplay on some forums dedicated to that back in the day as Patty, the younger one. Was such a culture prevalent in your countries, guys? I mean the text RP forums. I know that everyone did have it, like, to some extent, maybe in the form of posts on Tumblr and such, but in my region it was like forums dedicated to either different works or some maybe original settings where you had to fill out how should I put it? Like, you had to make a character profile by yourself. Once again, either you were applying to the character of pre-existing work or making up an original one. You were also expected to have some semblance of literary style because you had to oftentimes write super long roleplay posts, which would take at least do not remember the exact symbol count requirements, but it usually was 7 or more lines of text in a typical of a typical form size. There were a couple of big anime forums here back in the day too. They were really fun. I see. Stuff like that is always cool. I miss forum signatures. People should bring them back. Yeah, right. You'd have something like this. Wait, let me design a forum signature for Korean. So obviously there'd have to be one with the hedgehog. I'm sorry, I'm trying to be really fast, so it will be rather messy, but it's the intention that counts, right? And all of the Kira Kira sparkles over it, obviously. And then you'd most likely have something like this as well. Why does this thing feel like it have a lot of those glitter animation? Because it does. See, all of those sparkles, they are meant to be like animated. Also, my phone is out of charge. Let me grab a charger and connect it. It's okay, I didn't even spill anything. But it was rather scary. Anyway, back to the exploration. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the stretch redeem, Crumpet Dude. Thank you. Honestly, drawing a map like this is a lot of fun because I get to make some silly doodles along the way. So whenever I feel like making a joke and like I'm in need of visualizing it in a way, I always have my Clip Studio canvas ready. Or when I feel like making some notes. It's always super fun. Oh, also, wait. There seems to be a room here, which we have ignored so far. I mean, not even like a room, but straight up a set of keys. Keys? I meant to say stairs. That will connect us to this place, I presume. Kakiyinyo, Yunad, everyone. Amadis, kakiyinyo. Oh, hello. I don't see people drawing maps on stream like this often, so it's a really fun addition. I mean, you probably rarely see people play dungeon crawlers in the first place. I wouldn't be surprised if those who did, they would have done this more or less regularly. It's just that the genre is a bit too much of a niche. But I'm definitely am not the only one who does this. I appreciate all of my map drawing brothers and sisters on both Twitch and YouTube. But anyway, it's supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay! 4 and 5. Too scared to keep drinks near my PC. I ruined for too many keyboards. In my case, it mostly has been safe. So I just had to disassemble the keyboard, remove all of the keys, and wipe the moist off. Maybe dry it with what? With a fan. But I do not think I've ruined any of those. Perhaps if you're into like super cheap not like me. It's me who is into super cheap Logitech keyboards, because others just do not feel the same. But maybe if you have a fancy mechanic keyboard, or what else people happen to be into these days, then yeah, I'd be afraid of ruining it as well. But my 15 euros Logitech baby, it should be fine. No matter what happens to it. I Even made and admin the few RP forms, though they never lasted terribly long. Ah, yeah, this was indeed an issue with most of them. Also participated in a few English ones, so they definitely existed internationally too, at least in Toku communities. Oh, I see, I see. Never saw the international one. Well, for the obvious reason of me not knowing much English. Enough to communicate in it comfortably, at least back in like when this stuff was popular among me and my friends. Facing south right now, right? So I'm standing here, looking here, and there's this enclosure here. Oh, this was quite a scary sound my heater decided to make. To be honest, it's the first time I see someone drawing a map in any game on stream. Well, I definitely did see some people do this, so it's not like it's an yeah, it's not a revolutionary idea I came up with. I definitely snatched it from someone. But it's okay, as long as it's entertaining for both me and you. And once again, I'm not addicted to drawing maps. It's not a patented original, exactly. But I can't even credit the person who came up with it properly, since I do not know who that was. Cute Sonic. It's not Sonic, it's Sosig. And those guys, I do not know who they'd have to be. Akira and Ryo from Devilman. I mean, look at those eyebrows and this haircut. Yeah, it's probably them. You didn't see the eye? Now you did. I hope you liked it. Oh, Piping! Okay, yeah. In every form, dozens of users would have that box running on screen, given the signature. I do not want to know what this is about. I'm gonna lie, I've split countless drinks on my keyboard and it's still mostly fine, all reliable. Well, that's good to know. I guess more keyboards are tougher than they seem to be. Is this the whole dungeon? Like, not dungeon, but room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, huh. It would probably be more reliable to start from this tile. And if it's only like 7 tiles long, and we typically have 8 in one room, then the extra one could be hiding either here or here. You can see it even, or here, but I wouldn't be to tell where exactly. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's this wall we're running into. Makes the stream even cozier. Nice, nice. I'm happy. Missing the insane sideburns, but it's close enough. Yeah, the famous Nagai sideburns. Better. Areva, da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. Oh, did you know that in Kirato-Pri-chan, it's like a series of anime for little girls about idols and like a certain sort of cyberspace. There are two girls. Their unit is called Osha Matrix. Give me a second. I think I can. No, I won't be putting it into Clip Studio. So save it first and do it the normal way. Oh, where did I save it? Why are you not showing it to me? Is it some weird format? Please don't be a GIF or WebP, anything but that. It is a WebP. I hate you. Okay, we will go with this picture instead. So there are two girls. Here they are part of a duo unit together. And their surnames, I mean their whole unit is based on them being like some impish creatures, little devils, and their surnames are Udo and Asuka, just like the ones of Ryo and Akira. So they were reborn as cute girls in a child anime. Oh, they're really lovely. Devilman would be better if it was Yuri, so this is based. Honestly, as much as I can appreciate a lot of yaoi pairings, BL pairings, yeah, I feel like a lot of them would have worked better if this was Yuri, no exceptions. I like that they have branches taped to their heads. Yeah, the whole deal with them is that they're side characters who are almost always try to make it to the main cast. But mainly they're just performing some stupid little pranks on the main cast girls and always fail miserably in the end. Yeah, they are very silly. Gonna Guy's characters always have a way of being reborn as cute girls. The same thing happened to get their run. I do not think I'm quite aware of this one. Didn't get some sort of a reboot where it had female protagonists instead, or what? I would be able to get to like get their robust design, but not much aside from it. Let's escape from this cute weird cat. These streams are hard to wake up to. I just wanna fall back asleep listening to just soft voice, but I'm up now. I'm sorry, I'm probably more suited for falling asleep though, rather than waking somebody up. And the fact that I'm always sleepy myself, it doesn't really help either. Yeah. I'm talking about Super Robot Girls Z. Oh, okay. Yeah, how didn't I think about it? Some of my friends, well, I think I've mentioned countless times that I have a lot of some hardcore mecha fan friends. So obviously I do know about Robot Girl Z as well. Hey, you know, hi everyone, hello, Gakigenyo, how's it going? Fine. Trying to draw a map and also sharing some memories of the past. Of the text RP forums and the culture around them. I'm grinding time, I see. As it always is. Demon sang the song, however nothing happened because you lack qualities necessary for becoming a real idol. Could have just talked to her instead, since I have her friends with me. RP forums were a huge part of my life back then. Even today I play from time to time. Eh? Are they still a thing nowadays? Well, perhaps in a more local format, I guess. But yeah, those were indeed huge in the end of 2000s and in the beginning of the 10s, but yeah, I guess a lot of people grew up from them and moved on to TTRPGs. Not sure about the community, but the community has parts of it here and there. It's good to see that the culture still lives on. Is it 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, correct. They are around if you know where to look, still a lot harder to find than they used to be. I mean, yeah, back then you'd have some like cross advertising strategies between different forums, where you'd have a separate like forum PR segment category. And people would always flex their CSS skills. Trying to come up with the best design for their forums. They probably moved to Discord. Yeah, it has happened to a lot of a lot of forums. Those have been gradually displaced. And displaced would work fine, I guess, by Discord servers. Not a big fan of this change, honestly, because of how they are essentially different. Even if you're not talking about RP and you're just trying to, say, Google something, something really obscure, previously you'd have immediate access to it straight from the Google search results page, and you wouldn't even have to make an account for the most part, unless you wanted to take part in discussion, but it's all different with Discord. Caught in a trap. I'm minus HP. Discord's a lot more fleeting. I mean, the forums also are, as most of them have died out. What is this if not them being fleeting? But yeah, Discord takes it to a whole other level. Even image bars have archives going back decades. Yeah, that's true. I mean, with some Japanese image boards, this is purely because of, well, namely it's about 5-channel, and I guess it's because of its text-only nature, since they do not have to host all of the images. It's not an image board per se. But yeah, you still see some threads from, say, 2009 or 2007 still being up and alive. Like you said, forums are more accessible to browse and lurk, but they also have more personality, custom logos, CSS, etc. Well, this applies to all of the, like, to most of the sites from that era. Ever since we have moved past Web 1.0, everything has become more homogenized and lacking in personality. It's really cool that New Cities culture still lives on, for example, and people are still creating their cool sites. But it's mostly those same old-time nerds doing this out of nostalgia. Do not know if it gets any, like, fresh blood here. Yeah, it's much harder to look up new stuff on Discord. Oh, Chimera does indeed have plenty of HP, but I guess I will save it up for later. That Fala Yasha is cute. She's not a squirrel girl, I believe it's a snake girl instead. You know, like Lamia. One of the main anime forums here got shut down a couple of years ago, and it felt like losing a friend. Yeah, I can relate to this feeling as well. Something that has happened to me countless times. I like to visit the forums I used to RP at and cringe at my past self. Yeah, this is indeed some character development right here. I wonder if I'd be able to do this as well with the forums I used to frequent. I'd have to check after the stream. And share my observations on the next one. Whenever squirrel girls are mentioned, my mind instantly goes to Makoto from BlazBlue. Yeah, she's cute. My favorite character was Tsubaki, though. So here's an opening wall. or have questions about the game, just look up this optimized guide. It's so soulless nowadays. Completely devoid of any substance. Oh, heartbreaking. Used to be a part of Pathfinder 2e Westmarch Discord, where they used to play by post-lit RP sessions, but not like the old times. Yeah, I don't think anything now will feel the same nowadays, even if you try to replicate this feeling as hard as you can. Sex. And I got some emotional damage incoming. I believe my kid to be quite strong. If I will experience some emotional damage, it will probably be due to the fact that I will get extremely sentimental and upset about not being able to go back there anymore. Meguka, thank you for the sub. Become Meguka. Remember asking questions about games on forums and then getting 5 different responses, 4 of which was completely made up? This is also part of the experience, part of the way. It's more fun like this. Oh no, our Cerberus is going to die probably. Unless... Oh no, it's fine. But I have to heal it up right now. Which I could relate? To what exactly? I found forum RP a bit too stressing. I'd end up wasting hours trying to make my boss the best it could be. Yeah, as I mentioned before, a lot of RP forums I used to frequent, the admins there, they were quite adamant about everyone having to put extra effort in their posts, to the point that some of them resembled some short stories and rather professional ones. There are two types of forum RP players: full of text and brevity is the key. I do not know which one could I be categorized as back in the day. I definitely did enjoy writing posts, and especially coming up with character profiles. Filling those when I signed up for the forums was my favorite part of the experience for some reason. But I did have a hard time actually maintaining this RP routine. I started as the first step and ended up as the second. Yeah, it's the same for me. The real strat was having a mute character so that you don't have to worry about dialogue. And have your full post occupied with descriptions instead. I mean, well, yeah, this does sound like a valid strategy, I guess. I found you on YouTube with main account, but I found out that my Prime is late, so I decided to use it for your Comfy stream. Thank you! I'm really happy you decided to do this. It looks like there's more people discovering me on YouTube as of lately. Makes me really happy too. Nothing more disappointing than watching a friend play through a game for the first time and immediately look up a guide. Well, I mean, this does depend on the game, I'd say, and I do not care much about how others enjoy their games. If having a guide around would make it for a more enjoyable experience for somebody, then I'm all for it. I keep forgetting to heal up Cerberus. Maybe now, maybe now. I'll say I don't hate guides or anything, I just see them as a last resort sort of thing. Oh, kind of same. I just try to make my first playthrough blind, and if I feel like returning back to the game, then I will replay it while looking at the guide instead. Who did I heal? Eh? Oh wait, I was using media then. Okay. I mistook it for a Joel for some reason. Remember seeing the cute fan art of her sleeping on her own tail? Oh, well, snake girls sleeping on their tails. Sounds like a really cute idea. You can still write hundreds of words of your characters in their dialogue. Yeah, this is also true. But this is some new level of being socially awkward. To refuse to interact with others even when you're trying to roleplay as someone else. Okay, sorry, I'm taking my words back. I shouldn't be so rude. It's not socially awkward, it's mysterious. I'm bad at writing dialogue, it's a total skill issue. It is really hard to write a natural sounding dialogue. And with some languages, I do not know if it's the issue for, say, native English speakers, but I guess a lot of people would cringe harder from even a slightly unnatural dialogue in their native language. It's kind of like the same as with ecchi scenes. I believe a lot of people find smut to be harder to read in their native language. Not the elves. They should stop attacking me too, first, I mean. Sound lyrics too sometimes. Yeah, this is also true. Because of how sound lyrics oftentimes tend to be unapologetically honest with the songwriter's feelings. And yeah, at times it's not for everyone to handle. Speaking of ecchi scenes, I need to get around to watching Gushing Over Magical Girls at some point. Yeah, that's a nice anime. A bit too unhinged at times, perhaps. But as long as you can handle the cringe, it's nice. As I said before, this is just a radicalized version of of a take that magical girl anime is basically like based upon the experiences of girls growing up and hitting puberty. It's just that most works usually omit the getting overly horny part. Cringe is welcome, it means there's soul put into it. Yeah, all of us need to embrace the cringe. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. I relate my native language to reggaeton and other Latino music because they used to play those sounds all over the place back in 2000s, horrible times. A lot of people do enjoy reggaeton, though. All over the globe. But yeah, I can see that. Speaking of magical girls, they're reprinting Wedding Peach in Germany. Nice, nice, I'm really happy for you. This is a good Mahou Shoujo franchise. Trying to translate common fantasy or fiction terms in my native language is a source of comedy for me. I don't know, from sight it sounds like as if it would have sounded more tuney because of how... if I recall correctly, your native language is Lithuanian, right? I mean, it's so archaic, it would have probably sound... like super tuney. But this would have made it cringe as well for the native speakers, I guess. Thinking that every animator could only use one hand, this anime is kinda great. Such great feats accomplished by animators just using one hand. I do not think a typical overworking animator has it in them anymore to become horny. They must be too tired from all of the constant crunches. Did you have your chuny face, Yona? Yeah, I did. I used to cover my eye with, like, not an eye patch, but you know how it would be, once again, better to just depict it here. So, this is... what a strong neck. Okay, this is baby Yuna we have here. Her eyelashes, right? Second eye is not there yet. Let's make her hair slightly different, I guess. Yeah, so Yuna, 11 years old. She is getting ready to go to school. But she wants to look really cool. So what she does is she takes 2 band-aid aids and just applies them to her eye. Like this. You know, the Ayanami Ray style, but without anything underneath. Needless to say, I did pull out some of my fluffy eyelashes. this is how she learned to put something underneath as well. You're such a dork. No, I was not. I also used to come to school with box cutter. I don't know, I probably tried to LARP as Nevada Tan or something like that. What was the lore reason? I do not remember any lore behind that. I just wanted to look cool. But I remember some of my original characters in those RP forums straight up missing the eye. So maybe this was the reason behind that. I imagined I had like a what do you call those in English? Hollow space here. Patches are cool as fuck, so I can't really blame you now. Yeah, you just know. You have no way but to agree with me on this matter. Also, here's her mouth. She was extremely grumpy at the time. Saint Yuna, the Lord's Dark Flame. I mean, I did enjoy Rail Deck series, which is also a fact I brought up previously, I believe. So perhaps my inner lore did have some religious motives to it. Also was a huge Mineko fan back in the day, so this is how I came to read the Lesser Key of Solomon and the how is it called? The Hammer of Witches? Yeah, Malleus Maleficarum. During classes. Punished Yuna, Solid Yuna, Liquid Yuna because of how depressed I was and used to cry all the time. Oh, math teacher, quit your stupid questions. My eye is about to demolish you. Legend says that this alter ego of Yuna still slumbers deep inside. Yeah, you just wait for the eye patch toggle. It's inevitable. It will happen at some point. Said Snake. Yeah, this might be a better way to describe me. Need more art with Chuni Yuna? I will consider drawing more at some point. But yeah, the thing about math teacher, the lady that was teaching me math, like back in the day, she was super obnoxious. I hated her. I absolutely hated her. I remember how she once found my pile of drawings I'd left inside of a inside of a desk in her classroom, and it did feature some nude ladies, and she made a huge deal out of it, and like made me confess it was mine in front of all of my classmates. Same, my math teacher was borderline rabid. Like, she was screaming at us so much it was unreal. That's a shame. Sounds like it's a common experience with math teachers for a lot of people. Oh, wait. part of it is... okay. There should be a wall here. Yeah, remember how I was not the best when it came to math. And I have failed a test once, like really badly. So she also slandered me in front of the whole class. To the point that I have started crying, like I just couldn't calm down. I was... I kept crying uncontrollably, even though everyone in the class has gone through more or less the same experience, and I could be sure they'd be pretty understanding and supportive when it came to it. Like, just the fact that I was shamed for something as innocuous as failing a math test, it just made me cry unstoppably. So I ran out of the classroom and went to the toilet because I started hyperventilating and I needed to calm down somehow. And I ran into my history teacher, who I was on pretty good terms with. I think I was one of her favorites. And she was like super chill and was like, hey, why are you crying? You only have to cry if somebody has died or anything on that scale. A failed math test is nothing. And she gave me a huge head pat and hugged me. So this was quite a wholesome story in the end. One of the reasons I applied to med school was me being so revolted by the math I decided not to include it into my after-school exam. This is a completely valid motivation. And I mean, I hope it did pay off in the end. I don't know how content you are with your career. It does sound quite tough, but you're doing something nice. My English teacher told me I would be a failure if I never studied. I'm sure you can guess how this turned out. But my math teacher was cool at least too, so it's like all the other way around for you. Well, it seems that no teacher is safe from being weird with their pupils. That sucks. I had a decent one in middle school. She was pretty cool, but then in high school not so much. Yeah, stuff like that oftentimes happens as well with teachers changing when you have to change the how is it called, like degree of education? No, like degree is a different thing. Like stage of school. But when you're a kid, school always feels very serious. Yeah, this is sadly very true. I'm really glad that I at least had supportive parents who didn't think that like that I had to bring straight A's back home or anything, and they mostly just let me do my thing. I had a couple of teachers that had mental breakdowns in front of us. Teachers using kids as a free psychiatrist. Well, I don't know how it is in your region, but in mine they had pretty low salaries. So and most of the time they had to overwork greatly to at least be able to earn those money, so it's no wonder they constantly felt fed up with everything. pretty content, to be honest. I can't imagine myself outside of it right now, but it's a common thing with med professionals. It probably is a common thing with a lot of people in general. Once you find a job where you can apply your skills, what you have learned over all of the years in university, it just feels like everything is in its place at last. University. University. To university. It gets better and better. Yep, same over here. Overworked and underpaid, unfortunately. Yeah, this sounds like a case with a lot of teachers all over the world. What would you teach at university? Cartography, obviously. Then we would also practice our ohos. Then what else? What other classes could we invest into? Eroge studies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Etiquette? Yeah, I guess you could study it as well. Eroge, fate mentioned. Well, fate as well, because it's a huge staple of eroge culture. And it has contributed into it greatly. I mean, even 16-bit sensation from the past season, it does reflect on that. With the westernized saber. Serving as a sign of everything being wrong with Akiba in the alternate timeline. In today's class, you will learn to unlock the darkness in your soul. No, let's keep this part of mine locked inside in the tuning jail. I've never once had to use anything I've learned and immediately forgotten at school, college, at work. Yeah, probably none of this would apply to work. It's more like some general common trivia you'd feel pleasant about or flexing around when you grow up. Is containing her dark side. I have no choice but to do this. It's to keep all of you safe. How come you don't understand this? Don't push her. Have you seen 11 Eyes? Which is, by the way, another eroge adaptation. It had a girl there. She looked... Sorry, we will be getting back here a lot. So... This is her. I think you had some Osange. 11 Eyes, it was a mistake to watch it years ago. It was... the overall aesthetic is pretty nice, I'd say. Yeah, there she is. She's usually wearing glasses. Right? And she's generally chill and basically a character you'd... Wait, you are not seeing her. Yeah, there she is. She's basically the character you'd expect to be a chill, nerdy girl. But when she removes her glasses, it turns into an evil and toxic creature. always tries to destroy everything in her way. Looks familiar. I'd Google her, but I do not want to distract much from my map. Like Marin in Sonobisk said, yeah, it's an eroge, but it's epic. Marin is so relatable. She's so cute. And Gojo is Protak's name. Gojo. Wakana-kun. He's the best guy because, like, a lot of my male friends, they were super pissed with him for not making any advances on Marin, trying to progress their relationship in a more physical way. But I mean, this is how most of anime protagons are, right? But Gojo, he has some actual personality to him. He has some interests of his own, and what matters the most, he is super supportive of Marin. What could be better than reading the favorite eroge of the girl you like? This is better than any, like, love confession. He's so based for this. Looks familiar? Oh, every single glasses girl then. I mean, yeah, with how you constantly have to squint when you remove your glasses. The random trivia I remember from school later turned out to be either wrong or very shallow and missing the big picture, when I later developed an interest and looked into it myself. Yeah, this is true because you have too many subjects in curriculum at your school, and the teachers they can only give you the most surface level trivia about stuff, but oftentimes it ends up being enough to interest some people in it and give them some sort of a direction to dig in further, so it's not completely useless. It serves as a gateway for you to deepening those interests. Basically, public education after learning how to read, write and do basic calculus is a giant waste of time and youth. I guess. But then again, I can't completely agree to this. Mostly it's just a way of keeping kids busy while their parents are at work. Like kindergarten, but with some additional stuff top of it. Hanekawa? No, not Hanekawa, but the deal with Hanekawa is slightly different. And Hanekawa has twin braids, not twin tails. なんてもは知らない。知っていることだけ。No, I do not remember how she pronounces this phrase. Sorry, I can't be your perfect Ongoro Yui. The first opening of her arc is really nice though. And the lyrics go extremely hard as well. My favorite is still Nadeko though. Best girl, best girl, best girl. She's so pathetic, I absolutely love her. And the best part about it is how she's not pathetic in like the meme girl failure way. She's just a teen who feels extremely stuck and does some unfortunate life choices on top of that. This map is gonna be a whole Sistine Chapel style tapestry by the time we're done with this game. I'm really looking forward to seeing how it turns out. Wait, can I take a step back? Like I might have missed on something. No, I didn't. My guy Gojo is still consumed by his doll making. He still does his best to craft some costumes for Marin and her friends too. I keep wanting Gojo to cosplay once in the manga. This will be a huge character development arc. But mostly I feel like he is not the guy who prefers spotlight, and he'd rather stayed in the background most of the time, supporting Marin and her glow. She's like sun, and he's her moon. He reflects her light, and it gives him power to move forward. This anime was part of Challenge Me with Friend, where we recommend each other 5 anime, and in December we recommended each other worst anime we've seen. It was a painful month. Oh, I can imagine that. What were some other titles other than 11 Eyes on the what I assume was worst anime list? Anakawa Tongue Twister. Nyanyama, Nyanyanjo, Nyanyando. I don't even remember how it sounds. The original. I don't know some Japanese tongue twisters though. Just not this one. Some of those are pretty fun to practice with. Sugar Sweet Nightmare? Yeah, this one. So it has a door here as well. Yeah. That's true, but we did it for a whole year and we knew what each of us likes, and yeah, we did choose worst. Like I hate cringe ecchi and got only ecchi on December. Yeah, the layout is somewhat different here. I should probably heal everyone up. Not the layout, but the textures of the walls. I wonder if we are getting closer to Loki. Wouldn't be surprised if we did. But I'm a firm believer that from time to time it is actually useful to revisit some of the works you find to be trashy or cringe, because it allows you to keep your bar for the works you really like at the normal level. I was expecting the ogre to have a club instead of sword. Perhaps he doesn't have much of a choice here in the dungeon, and he just grabbed the first weapon he could go with. Momokyun Sword, Gakuen HXH, 11 Eyes, Brothers Conflict, and World Break. This was mid, but I had the blast after last 4 animes. Oh, I believe I have missed on watching All of them except for 11 Eyes and Ongoing. This is definitely not the type of anime I go after either. Well, I believe most people don't. What is your opinion on Valkyrian Drive Mermaid? I had a good laugh watching it. Although the ending is certified banger. Tsukyun! Kimi ni tsukyun, 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 choudakyun. Super ultra hyper miracle romantic. Had the cringe flow through you. Yeah, it allows me to enable my choni powers to the max. Sometimes you come back with a new perspective too, and they end up being surprisingly enjoyable. Yeah, I feel like for most works I pick up regardless of how trashy they are. Conventionally trashy, let's put it like this. I still can find something nice about them. If I was rating them on say VNDB or AniList, I would have given them 4 out of 10 max, but if you'd asked me if I enjoyed those or not, I'd give you a detailed explanation of what I liked about this work. This looks like some sort of an underground chamber. Perhaps somebody is imprisoned here. A JoJo title revoked. Not ecchi. Probably lack the horniness for the most part. Be considered truly ecchi. I used to watch Shadow of the Healer with my friends 2 times. Nobody enjoyed it, but still. Why would you watch it 2 times then? I never even picked it up, not a big fan of revenge porn. Is it weird to say that I'd rather watch an interesting 4 out of 10 than a boring 10 out of 10? I mean, the whole, what do you call it, decimal system is lacks to convey everything there is about enjoying different media. Oh yeah, I agree with you. Then again, most of it is purely subjective, so as long as it's 10 out of 10 for you, I doubt you'd call it boring. Maybe my view is too basic, but I feel like anyone who enjoys eroge is ecchi. I guess, but there are degrees to it. Oh, traveler, my name is Rick. I got chained in this cell by Loki, the wicked tyrant. Would you be willing to save me? I'm begging you. Yeah, you're welcome. Will you help? Okay. Nakojima's party pulled all of their strength together. Rattle, rattle, the chains came off. Thank you so much. Here, take this bracelet of mine. I'm sure that it will come in handy. Yay! Thank you. If only I knew how to use it. Can I talk to you? Some more? Well, perhaps I can't. Yay, Rick! Is he a recurring character? Or maybe a fanbase is beloved? is like onion and got layers. Yeah, depending on angle you approach it from as well. It can be purely analytical or rather academical. Or you could just jerk off to it, nothing wrong with it either. Don't run away! He's just a dude named Rick. Yeah, this is not the name you'd expect a character in RPG like this to be named. Creamed and flat, nice. This is the outcome I was hoping for. Me looking with deeply analytical stare at the porn mug. Interesting. If it's porn with a plot, like some of the doujinshi are, there sometimes is a lot of to dig into. I mean, it doesn't exist in vacuum. It still has some elements it can be trying to convey via H scenes. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, gentle corgis, thank you. Keep time. Got to go, but before that I recommend checking this manhwa called What Happens Inside the Dungeon. It has fantasy, comedy, erotic action. It's like One Punch Man but with not safe for work. My knowledge of manhwa is like really superficial, so thank you for the recommendation. I will look it up. Can't remember Rang as a recurring character though. He's the only unique one that I can remember making a comeback. Oh, I see. I'll be looking forward to meeting him in later games as well. Like gushing over magical girls? Yeah, like this one. That's really ecchi, but not purely ecchi. And this is where it is important to draw the line. Me playing through Monster Girl Quest for the 800th time for the plot, unironically. Well, winter is a cold season, so perhaps you are in dire need of some fluffy tales in your life. And touching them. Kige can easily wax on and on for tens of hours about its lore. Yeah, the infamous eroge infodumps. Not even Nukiges are safe from them. You started for the quote-unquote plot, but stay up for the plot. To put it simply, yeah, it works like this. Ultimately, you end up with the classics where people came for the loot but stayed for the story. Yeah, like that. And it still sometimes has... I can't imagine Mofu got automated. Why? Yeah, even if it's just some wish fulfillment stuff, it sometimes is funny to look into and make some guesses on why the author decided to go with certain decisions. Like... I'm going to bring up something extremely unwholesome. Please do not be weirded out, although I guess most people in my chat are prepared at some extent. Go on, thank you. In Shuffle? Have you guys at least seen the anime of Shuffle? well, maybe not unwholesome, but it's just I do not want everyone to be weirded out, but it's something I consider to be super funny, so... Shuffle with you instead of A. It's a famous moege from 2000s that got later adapted into anime. With an infamous yandere childhood friend. Basically has no yandere elements at all in the in the novel. I've heard of Shuffle but haven't seen it, I think. Shuffle was like my first VN. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Then you would probably be the only person who would get what I'm talking about. Is poison healed with patch or clink? Let's start with clink, I guess. Second picture, Pansy shot, Naruhodo. I mean, yeah, but okay, the questionable part I was going to bring up is that there's one girl, Lysianthus, who has like split personality. She has her unborn demon sister, Kikyo, reside inside of her body and come out sometimes. So in her route you have, it splits in two basically. You have one with Kikyo and one with Lysianthus. And each scene's route, the routes are basically the same, but because the girls' personalities are different, the way they interact with you is different as well. So when she... I should probably avoid some of the stronger wording to avoid violating Twitch's TOS. I don't know how important it is, but just in case. Okay, one of the scenes feature Lysianthus, who has bubbly, outgoing personality. Swallow protagonist's come and praise it as being like super sweet and so on, and it was like really weird. But the Kikyo's route, it has this girl who is like more blunt about everything, to actually complain about its taste. So it's like the characterization of the heroine through the way she interacts with protagonist's cum in an H scene. I'm sorry. You're going to... so detailed. It's a small detail, but how she interacts with Protect's cum. I mean, the more genki girl, who is a perfect housewife and such, as she praises the taste, is being super sweet and delicious, but but her more brash side, she's like, yeah, it's so bitter. Have you even tried it here yourself? Such refined taste. I mean, it's a wish fulfillment work, so it's only expected for girls to say things that audience mostly wants to hear. I wouldn't trust anyone that says it's sweet. The MC should eat more pineapples and other sweet fruits. Does it? Maybe he was eating... okay, this is not something I wanted to learn, but thank you. Today I learned it does affect the taste. I hope you didn't find it out yourself. got to get my hands on this VN now. I wouldn't recommend it, to be fair. If you do not have high resistance to the Moige tropes from early 2000s, then you'd probably cringe more while trying to read it. I saw Joe burn. I do apologize, okay? This stuff is like my bread and butter. Oh, nice, nice. I'm all but immune to cringe at this point. Then I guess I could recommend Shuffle to you. Just make sure to read. There's a lot of versions. What was the full one called? Shuffle Essence. Yeah, this one. Because it has more routes and it is genuinely considered to be more full. Explaining the intricacies like... If there's anything else I remember about things like this in Eroge, I will let you know. Oh, maybe I could tell you about Kowarazaki-ke and Nonomura Byoin. Both are influential VNs for PC98 by Studio Elf, or like super huge, or rather were super huge until they disbanded in 2016. But despite being developed by the same studio and like mostly being the same in setup and themes, like both were some of the earlier examples of multi-ending works, something which is considered to be a staple of the visual novel genre nowadays, but was pretty revolutionary back in the day. Anyway, I am stuck. Where am I? Okay, let's just wander around while I'm talking. Yeah, both are basically mystery novels. With Kowarazaki-ke being a story of a guy who gets employed at a mansion in the middle of nowhere as a butler, and different things starting to happen there. And Nonomura Byoin is about serial murders in a certain Japanese hospital, where the detective protagonist suddenly gets into after receiving a trauma because he almost ran over a girl with his bike. And the protagonist in sorry, I'm talking quite slow right now because I'm trying to come up with the best words to describe everything. Yeah, the protagonist of Kowarazaki-ke, he is like the blank state of a human. It seems like they really want to go in with different opportunities for different endings, so they had to keep him as neutral as possible. But he happens to be extremely horny, because when he interacts with girls, a lot of the sieges, they mostly feature like close-ups of either their boobs or panty shots, or he's just staring at their thighs, and you only see the like this part of your body he stares at. And at the same time, every character in Nonomura Byoin has more personality to them, because it's... Well, they also tried to go with, like, implement as many different endings as they could. It's more of a detective story, so all of the endings can be divided in two. It's either you solve the case or you fail to do so. So the cast happens to be more diverse, and all of the characters have like more explicit personalities to them, protagonist included. And he's an absolutely insufferable pest who always tries to grope girls, mostly like different nurses working in the hospital. And he is extremely full-mouthed as well. But whenever he talks to the heroines, you see their faces in the sieges, and it reflects both how he is interested in the girls themselves, despite being more of a lecherous type of a guy on the surface level. But at the same time, it also reflects on how the characters in the novel have more personality to them. And you get to stare at their faces instead of boobs and thighs. I'm sorry, it was quite a lengthy rant, and it probably looks like I'm searching for some deeper meaning in... yeah, in an ultimately simple work, but this is the impression I got from reading this novel. Those novels, rather, because yeah, you basically feel compelled to compare them to each other. Oh, Cerberus got palsied. Never noticed that. Let's put him back into PC. I know less about VNs than 10 minutes ago than I do now. You should definitely teach history of visual novels at university. I mean, I did propose this, so... Right, we will. Everyone please enroll into the university so that I could tell you more stuff about visual novels. I hope it was interesting, and I hope that I did make to get the point across, because it ended up being quite a lengthy rant. With a lot of along the way. PhD in Viennology. If only you could get one. Insufferable pest is such a pure audio term. Thank you. Thank you for noticing my audio qualities shine through my Otaku Oji-san exterior. It's like I'm in a fireplace listening to the tribe shaman. The tribe shaman would probably have better way with words. But if you got to learn something from my rant, then I'm happy. You've got those VN smarts for sure. I'm glad, I'm glad. Does it have ridiculous dead ends? Not really ridiculous, but some of them are indeed funny. It also has a really ugly Shota character because, as we all know, well, maybe not all of us know, but Studio Elf invented ugly men. So there were no ugly men before Studio Elf has appeared. I might have a screenshot somewhere. I'm tempted to show him to you now. Tribe Shaman got possessed by by the anime audio spirit. I read a certain research book on shamanism. It was quite interesting, but most of this can be most of the text there can be simplified to the fact that a lot of people frequenting image boards nowadays, they would make for great shamans back in the day. Yeah, okay, there he is. Let me upload the screenshot here. You're telling me I've got Studio Elf to blame for me? I was only talking about anime, guys. You do not get to choose your appearance in real life, and nobody is truly ugly. So you shouldn't put yourself down. But yeah, here's the here's the ugly Shota. He looks completely different in the anime adaptation. It was not unheard of for studios to release the whole tie-in OVAs. Obviously the hentai ones for their works, and yeah, this is him in the anime adaptation. He's even wearing some really short shorts. When I was joking and you went and made me feel better anyways. Honestly, there's nothing worse than dunking on somebody else's appearance, because unless you invest huge money into it, there are some things that simply can't be fixed. And does that make anybody truly ugly then? I don't know. Shota shouldn't look like this. This is criminal. It's okay, they fixed their mistakes in the anime. Where the ugly bastards in all of the other Studio Elf's works. Honestly, slap some boobs on and you have someone's anime grandpa. Grandpa. Yeah, he definitely does have the cut. That Shota looks like Yuri from Gundam Wing. I do not have much experience interacting with Gundam, sadly. But yeah. There's also a different character in Nanobora Villain, but I probably have to focus on my map rather than in your ranting about it. I will save it up for later streams. But he is indeed an ugly bastard who ends up being the best boy of the VN. The guy I wanted to talk about right now, but decided not to. Kinda reminds me of Harry's cousin from Harry Potter. Yeah, there definitely are some resemblances. I can see it. Don't worry, we're at least partially here for the runs. Oh, I'm relieved, but I want to make some progress as well. Oh, actually, there is one more thing that I would have gladly ranted about right now. So if you do not mind lending me your ears for some more time, I will gladly take the opportunity to do so. I mean, usually I'm not even the type to ask you, I just start ranting. And only the strongest ones survive. My ears are ready. So, yesterday I felt like playing GeoGuessr after, I believe, at least a year of not playing it. And what the hell has happened to it? It is no longer the same GeoGuessr I used to play before. I mean, the whole deal with it getting paywalled, it was already upsetting enough, but now I believe you can't even choose the location to go to. Instead, you have to choose between different types of places you'd end up going to, and there you have to guess where you'd ended up in. So you can, for example, choose from beaches, museums, and squares, and like you have to guess one you'd end up in. But it's just not the same. It's not the same as it was back in the day. I want to have the opportunity to experience getting thrown into some Mongolian steppe and trying to trying to find where exactly I am. And instead I have to do some normie stuff. Instead, this is so painful. And this brought me to a thought that honestly I was meaning to bring it up when we were talking about forums as well, and it just is something I was thinking about quite a lot lately. Isn't it super bittersweet that as you grow up, there are more and more experiences, like there are more and more things that you at some point did for the last time ever in your life. I mean, I could get super sappy and say something about like mentioning your now dead relatives, but it can even be applied to more innocuous and mundane things. Like at some point Yuna played the GeoGuessr she liked for the last time, and she would no longer be able to. At some point you've sent your last RP post to a forum and you never got back to it, and then they died out. And yeah, this is just life, but when you're a child, like your whole life mostly consists of some fresh experiences, since you get to feel and do everything for the first time. But the further you go, the more of them end up being the last ones now. GeoGuessr seems to have been commercialized. I believe it first came from the fact that Google Maps' API, instead of being public, they either paywalled it or well, made it harder to be accessed. New Mao, thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Hello, Gokigeyo. My name is Yuna Nightingale, and I am a retro live Nojo-sama. And yeah, as you can see, this is the in-game Digital Devil story we're playing right now. trying to make our way through the third dungeon of the game. Like the feeling from the game, from the old games, which you never experience the same way again. Well, maybe it's also true, but you can still revisit them, and I'm rather talking about things that end up being forever locked away from you in the past. Like with the game, sure, it won't be you won't emulate the first time you played it purely because you remember all of the details, but you still can, for example, discover some new aspects to it, or as I'm replaying Akiba Strip in Japanese right now, while I already did beat it 10 years ago in English. So stuff like that is not exactly bad, but GeoGuessr will never revert to the old way. At some point I just closed the tab with it, and the GeoGuessr I would have returned to it was no longer the one I knew. Thank you for the follow, Ashira Kaiser. Thank you. I strive to just saturate my life with new experiences. It helps a lot to find the nostalgia. Yeah, this is also really true. And even with nostalgic experiences, as I said before, you get to revisit them in different ways anyway. Gokigenyo, Ski-san! Gokigenyo! It's rare that someone does the old games. I think the retro category on Twitch is quite popular. Or are you talking about the older Megatons specifically? Just noticed you got Nightingale in name and remind me of few spokes in FGO I got with her. Oh, I do not know much about Miss Nightingale in FGO, but I really love her historical prototype. She was cool. And yeah, her design is also really pretty. Anyway, okay, what are some other places I have not visited yet? Because I think we have finished mapping out the whole floor, but we still do not see any Oh, wait. There's the door leading to Yaoi. I'm very suspicious of nostalgia. It is really easy to get into it and just get lost in your feelings. I'm on the ground floor right now. No, I should go back somewhere. It's a handmade map right there. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun drawing maps in dungeon crawlers. And this is my first Mega 10 game. Other than some brief experience interacting with SMT1 several years ago. Back when it was brought into, you know, this Switch Online game, which emulates older consoles. It's rare that someone do any Mega 10 except Persona. It's more rare the old Mega 10. I think I've seen plenty of people do Nocturne as of lately. But perhaps my perception of time is rather messed up. Can't really deny that as well. Do you have a favorite FGO designer? Akira. The one who drew Medusa's sisters. Baku is also really cute, but with Akira I just have some sort of emotional connection to them. Once again, from their works in the eroge field. Because they worked on Shikoku no Sharnoth and Shei no Sonanil. And both of them are works from really cool series. I started dozing off and then I hear door to the eye. Yeah, to the better world. I mean, she's hot in FGO, but she's not really strong, even when she got was released. But yeah, I mean, from the meta point of view, I guess looking at characters like that could be true, but they also have different stories to them and ways to interact with them outside of gameplay, so can still like her as a character, even if not as a playable one. And in the worst case, you can just enjoy her as a nice waifu. Nobody's going to blame you for that. You can go sleep now, have a fun stream, you know, BB chat. Bye bye. Have a good night. Thank you for dropping by. Nocturne is still rather modern compared to Megaton 1 and it got a remaster recently. Yeah, that's true. I was just talking more about how people do stream Megaton outside of Persona in the end. Come to think of it, SMT3 was 2 decades ago. Actually spooky to think about. Hey, a droll. Ah. It's rare to see other Megaton games being played. Don't worry, I've got you covered at some point. I still need to at least beat Megaton 1. Nocturne feels like an outlier. Probably because it's one of the installments people are usually recommended to like start with. And perhaps for the people streaming it, it's actually like the same on an essential level is me playing the first Megaton. It's just that we have picked up different games though as our entry point to the franchise. Hello Vacuum! Hello Gakiya! People know memes from 4, but I don't think I've seen anyone stream it. Well, you do not see a lot of 3DS games being streamed in general, I guess. But this also plays a part in it. I'm glad Nocturne's remaster had both of the guest characters though. Oh, I think it like has Raido and who else? Dante? It's nice, I suppose. Oh, we have reached another level up. Let's put more points into attack. longer have to focus on all the stat requirements for getting Hinokagutsuchi. Yeah, right now in Dante, but it dependent on which version of the game. And in Remaster you have both of them, right? The version that Europe and America got was the Maniacs version, which also had the draw ending. I mean, it will like Maniacs is the remaster, or what? I'm sorry, I do not know much about that. That was not localized right away. Maniacs got one more ending and it was with some bonuses. Oh, I see. Choose between which ones since they replace each other, but the right one didn't have the true ending. It's a really weird decision to to put a guy like from your series into your game, and if a guy from a completely another franchise have a true ending. What were they thinking? Okay, let's move Chuni Yuno out of the way. There you go, to the yaoi guys. And you also go here. Probably have to move it some more. Will I have more space like that? Yeah, I will. Nice. Yeah, the event Dante is popular, right? Which he was, and got Kazuma Kaneko to do the Devil Trigger designs in DMC3 in exchange for him being a Nocturne. This is insane. To be fair, it paid off since that's how a lot of people were introduced or know that game. I mean, even the featuring Dante from Devil May Cry series is a huge meme on its own. I only played the first DMC, by the way. Probably play other ones at some point, but I just didn't enjoy the first one that much. I like expected it to have wilder plot, and instead all of it felt like watching a YouTube pop. It just feels like really disconnected, all of the cutscenes from each other. The games get crazier? I bet they do. I'll probably play them at some point when I will be in the mood for like 3D action games. DMC1 is weird since it was originally a Resident Evil game, but the cheesiness persists, which is part of the charm. DMC1 is very minimal, but a really good starting point for the series. Yeah, I mean, it does introduce the characters and also serves as a great introduction to the game's overall artistic / aesthetic sense. I wouldn't call it bad. It's just corny. First DMC was fine, but camera was so garbage, but slashing was fun. 12 years old me enjoys it a lot. I would have to disagree about that because I genuinely struggle quite a lot with 3D games that allow me to move camera, so having a fixed one as in early PS1 and some of the PS2 games, it helps greatly. But I guess it can get annoying when you, for example, stand on a certain line between two different angles of camera and it keeps switching back and forth. In this case, yeah, I can see the camera being obnoxious. The bosses were a major pain for you. I do not remember if I struggled much with bosses, but there's this part in I think it comes before the final boss battle, which is basically like an on-rail shooter. So yeah, I didn't want to test my skills trying to beat it, so I just went and grinded for resources in the location before that, so that I would have access to the heals and power-ups. But I mean, technically, it's not cheating if the game allows you to do so, right? Oh, the highest difficulty. Sorry, I didn't remember that. It was called DMD. So if you're not used to 3D action, I guess even on normal it can be tough. It was the normal level of toughness, as I said. The fixed camera helped me greatly. Okay, there we go again. Was there some sort of a spinning tile? Or what? Okay, I came out of here and I've been facing east. So for now it's true. Grinding the frost for red orbs so you can just buy devil stars is a legit strategy for that boss. Oh, okay. Then I do not feel as bad about it. Part of DMC1 being so pleasant on replays is knowing the room layout, so the fixed camera doesn't feel as bad. I guess this works with a lot of fixed camera games in general. Oh, yeah, okay, correct. North, we're still here. No rotating tiles so far. Maybe I just got mistaken. I wonder if it will continue. A second, show it to you. I wonder if it goes like that, kind of like the first floor does in the Dallas Tower, or if this will be another huge floor, or rather continuation of the floor, like that. The camera glitches are amplified when you die in 3 to 4 hits, when you mess up and change the camera angle by taking the wrong step, and that it's 1/3 of your HP. Oh, that does sadly sound painful. But perhaps it could be a part of fun for you. Okay, nice. And there's also a door here, obviously. An empty room, I see. I see. Sorry, I'm starting to become sleepy already. It was this room here. Something tells me we're getting closer to Loki. And it doesn't look like we will have any other floor. Or maybe we will. You can expect anything in this game. Another empty room, nice. Sorry, Miss Elf, I do not feel like fighting you. The BGM slaps. Oh, look, it continues further here. I think I want to finish drawing the rest of the map. I mean, it continues in this direction at least. But this is quite nice now that we still have a ton to explore. I wonder what kind of wall textures will the next dungeon have, by the way. One, two, three, four. 2, 3, 4. There's a door to the east. If you ever met Loki without Laura's charm, you'd be in big trouble. Would we say that we're getting closer to Loki? Let's try summoning some stronger demons just in case. Okay, need to drop it. Probably I'll probably watch some VODs in future and maybe drop in more streams. It's very comfy. Yay! I'm really glad. Thank you for dropping by. Anyway, good night and good luck in game. Good night to you as well. Thank you. I'd say the most memorable dungeon in this game is coming up, at least for me, because of its visuals. Oh, I am looking forward to it. Thank you for giving me something to anticipate. Who was I going to summon? Well, Chimera could be nice, I suppose. And let's also go with Sebek. I have enough magnetite, I can afford that. And Pazuzu. Right. Will he be in one of those rooms? Probably not, though. Yeah, I feel like he should be further here. It's really fun to rely to those visual markers. I can leave for you my map drawing screen. Okay, the door is here. 2, 3, 4. Oh. The room here. And I feel like the wall will be yeah, I think this is somewhat correct. But yeah, about the game being a blur after Loki, I feel like I've heard this take from some of my Mega 10 enjoyer friends as well. But I still want to like check it out myself and form my own opinion. Because this is how I prefer to interact with the media. I'm really upset when people well, not upset, but I just don't really understand that when people are trying to tell me like do not play or do not watch the Him X. I mean, how can you know if I will like it or not? Your experience with the Him is not the defining one. Although I understand that it's mostly the desire to just share their own experience with an X. Okay, we're done. I have to go back. Sadly. Or maybe if I have some demons that can heal status ailments. I highly doubt it though. It's good to at least try things out for yourself. Right. One man's Kusage is another man's Kamige. Oh, now all of us are pulsed. Just want to flee. Please let me do this. Okay, thank you. I think I could still finish at least drawing the map of this room. And then I will quickly swing by the 8th floor of the Daedalus Tower. and we will be able to continue. Sometimes you find someone posting their experience and you find that you've had the polar opposite experience. Yeah, this actually happens quite often in my case. Or sometimes it's also really fun to read how my how my friends discuss things I have never interacted with. So you mostly base your opinion on something like on the experience of your friend, on what they've shared with you, and then you see someone else describe their experience with it, and it feels like they're telling about two different things. It is always so wild. Yay! I absolutely love getting palsied. That old hypnotist should be able to tell you about that charm. I mean, he already did. Thank you for letting me know. Let's keep escaping from the battles. Hello, Yuno! Hello, Gatsuza! Hello, hello, Gakigeyo! So let's quickly head back. Apply some necessary heals. And... I'll be able to go fight Loki, hopefully. That's a lot of encounters for one dungeon. Okay, maybe not. Perhaps this is their normal amount, but... yeah. It all feels completely different when 4 out of 5 members in your party are palsied. Okay, back to Bien. Now I just have to... I think I could use a teleport. It would be much faster. And I wouldn't end up using up so much HP. I should utilize it more, probably. Because it allows me to save so much time. Yeah, okay. Nobody else needs treatment, and we can safely go back. Maybe just heal everyone on top of that. So to the first floor. And autoing everyone here. I'm Doro, I know. Doro. Yeah, Doro is a funny name. Don't know why exactly. Doro and Garo, they just must be brothers, right? I'm getting so nervous as we are supposedly approaching Loki. Don't know if I've been advancing at a good pace. I could probably do better if I wasn't distracting all the time, but regardless of that, the game has been a pretty enjoyable experience for me up until now. And I genuinely find it funny to rant about all sorts of things. It's fine. Yeah, clothes is surely bad, but it's not Pansy. Cast it on Yumiko of all people. I can live with that. So let's also check this corner, because I'm not sure if I gotten this right. Okay, there's nothing here. Here, I mean. Just a boring corner. And I think this part, it was like that. Do not want to fight any elves. Just let me escape. Yeah, of course, this corridor goes like this. And there's one more door here. Will Loki be behind it? No, he won't. There's one more empty room. Looks like I've mostly been running away from the demons rather than fighting them. Oh, here they come. The messed up walls. Not even walls though, I do not even know how to refer this space correctly. Does it have any sort of the official name in the series? It's a pretty impressive name for a palette swap. A lot of sprites in this game are palette swaps. Oh, you guys remember a bug from the first dungeon? I just realized that it has the same mold, the same base sprite as Bakko. And well, they're basically just one symbol different in Japanese, like Bakko and Bango. It's a funny detail, but I never noticed it. But yeah, the sprite is nice. A good one. And there's also something here as well. And on the other side, that's... This wall, it... just scares me. I wonder if Loki is behind it. Or not. No other way to check but to go there, I guess. And here. No, not you, elf lady. Hey! Fighting the cat girls. I do not want to enter any of those rooms anymore. We should probably continue going further. It would be safe to assume it ends here. And... oh, now it goes... okay, this was an extra wall I didn't need. I think it's like this. I wonder if Loki is behind that door. Let's try entering it. No, he's not. Perhaps I won't be meeting him anytime soon. Let's focus on properly drawing the map. It's the... eh? Okay. My curiosity put me in a situation with no exit. We were expecting Loki, it was just us elves. But... yeah, they did prank me as true mythological elves, I guess. I have no way but to continue going further here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4? There's a door. An ugly one, but not much can be done about it. Oh, so it connects us to this space. I see. Nice. amount of magnetite I earn, it clearly differs from from the amount I spend. And not in the best way. Ideally, I would love to avoid all of the encounters, but I do not think this game has any item or skill which would allow me to lower the encounter rate. Would have been so helpful though. I wonder if she's nude or is she wearing a bodysuit. Either option is fine, I guess. I'm not judgmental or anything. No, I was supposed to escape. Well, I have powerful demons fighting on my side, so it's not too bad. Let's move the boys somewhere else in the meantime. Yeah. They're exactly where they're supposed to be. Let's remove the whole Beyond Town layout so that I have more space to work with. Your cat, I will run. There goes boy Yuna Night in Breeze. He'd probably have the same surname as me since he is still technically me. Just with a different set of genitals and a slightly different appearance. Oh, that's one long corridor. You know about the kick Loki bot? I don't know yet. At the moment I'm walking past some lengthy corridor. And it's really hard for me to evaluate my progress. Oh, there he is! My name is Loki. I'll make you regret coming as far as here. Yay! Let's fight him. Also, hello, Lagmaster. You came just in time for me to take part in this boss fight. Good luck, thank you. He looks like a furry lady. So different from his Kaneko design. I think it just emulates the one from the novels. Oh, let's see. Maybe I can use Marine Karin on him. Although probably I should concentrate on the heals instead. Okay, let's go. Laura's Charm. 13 points. Okay, that's not too much. Nothing happened. This is to be expected. 52. Okay, that's better. Wow. Oh, who will you go heal first? I think medical allows me to heal the whole party. No, it doesn't. But at least it would allow me to restore more HP at once, I suppose. Who should I go with? Nakojima, I guess. Freya! Freya, thank you for the raid! Yatta, yatta! Welcome, raiders! You came just in time to witness me fight the boss I have finally reached after so much wandering around the labyrinth. What were you playing? Dark Souls, right? How was your stream? And yeah, hello raiders, Loki, yo. My name is Yuna Nightingale and I'm an Ojo-sama that really loves retro games. And at the moment, as you can see, I am trying to fight the boss in the first Megami Tensei game. It was fun. I've defeated the Taurus demon. Nice. Congrats on making your first steps in Dark Souls. I hope you will have more and more fun. And Nahime, thank you for the follow. I wonder if Ghostlit will work on him. Their mic quality got so much better. Yay! I'm glad people noticed that. The funniest part is that I didn't even swap the mic. I just went and finally purchased a boom arm for it. I'm also super proud of you that you've became so comfortable to talking on stream. Yay! It's really good to know that people notice on even slight improvements like that. Makes me really happy. And I feel like I'm actually progressing. I want to confirm if their normal attacks harm him more. Oh yeah, that's even better. Heal, firm and care never hurt. This is true, Frey is the best at it. The kindest bear ever. Would probably use Yumiko for attack, but yeah, I feel like she's better off healing even the tiniest scratches, because I never know when he decides to unleash some sort of a super ultimate attack on us. But most of them have been bearable so far, I'd say. And Nakojima deals a whole ton of damage now that we have acquired Nakagutsuchi, the most OP sword in this game, what it seems. But I won't deny it does get a bit boring when the demons are best fought with auto attacks. I wonder if I could take on him with full auto. Should I give it a try? I mean, I still have plenty of HP here. And I've learned how to cancel the auto mode. I just have to keep track of the HP. Okay, it was rather fast. Now I feel somewhat upset we didn't try this out from the very start of the boss fight. Jewel found! Yay! Goodbye, Loki. He deserved that. Thank you, thank you. Classic Megaton bosses do tend to get out. Oh. Yeah, I can imagine myself beating some of the earlier ones if I knew which demons to approach them with. But now I guess I became more confident when fighting bosses. Patch. Thank you. I didn't hit enter on welcome raiders. Well, they are still welcome anytime. And we have achieved, not achieved, but obtained the crude gem. I wonder which, like if there's something I will be using them for. So there was Loki. I will just mark him with L because this is what he took from me. And I believe this room here, it just continues with fog. So presumably we can go back once I figure out where exactly I got teleported to. Wait, it's a new dungeon. Mazurka Pass. Poland mentioned. Cinnamon Tea, thank you for the follow. But before going to this dungeon, I'd like to complete my map of the previous one. I will probably have to use Mappa to figure out. Oh no, it's new moon, so I can't use it. I wonder why it's called Mazurka. Mazurka is a traditional Polish dance in the form of music, I believe. But yeah, I still can't comprehend why I decided to name a dungeon like this. Summon anymore? Yeah, that's fair. Let's remove some of them instead. Chimera and I guess both Sibek and Pazozo can remain for now. Oh. Okay, so I can now finish the map here. Turns out this part of it is completely covered with fog. Goes like here. Yeah, that is rather pretty. And let's also check to have up here as well. Because looks like it continues the corridor in a rather funny way. Oh no, it's a pretty short one, seems. Because we have already hit the wall here. Hmm? The Aris necklace is the same weight as 3 seed fangs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 3. What is the Aris necklace? Ah, is it something you're supposed to purchase from Rag? Should probably go visit him before advancing to the next dungeon. I mean, I will be exploring it on the next stream anyway, probably. Time to count the tiles. Dark Chaplain, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've hit the wall. Okay, it doesn't resolve much. But perhaps I could see. Yeah, okay, it's slightly different. Loki's room was 1 tile above. Here, to be more precise. And we also have 1 room here. Where will it lead us to? Oh. Wait, I feel completely lost now. I'd be better off going back. Maybe even going to such lengths as redoing this part of the map on the next stream. But for now, let's at least mark the place that connects us to Mazurka, and I think this will be a nice place to end the stream at. So on the next one I will have to visit Rag's store, and after that I will finally be able to continue advancing to the next dungeon. So it's here, and here, and behind it lies a whole new place. Eh? Why is the map pink? It feels scary. I want to take a step back. But yeah, it is rather late already, so it is time for me to end the stream and go to bed. And yeah, thank you everyone for coming here today. Thank you raiders for joining. Although not much time has passed and Freya has raided me, sadly, but it is too late already, unfortunately. Yeah, thank you. See you tomorrow for more Keitai Danger Telefang, and more Megaton next week. We will finally set our foot into a new place. I'm really excited to do this. And for today, yeah, goodbye everyone. Let's see if we can raid anybody, for example. Streaming right now. I wonder if I will scare her off. Your trade. Oh, I know. Let's go visit Rihanna and her suffering. Because looks like she's playing Lifeline. Which is always good. And yeah, as for Mindstream, good night and bye bye. See you tomorrow. What's up? Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I will take a sip now. And yeah, reading Rihanna right now. So goodbye.